Hello, friends of Middle Earth. So here we are, yet another game. HitMachine. He wants more. He wants more. Benito's happy to oblige. We've got Dwarf versus Mordor. This is a good matchup in my opinion. Usually it's a question of can Mordor survive long enough until where Mordor gets powerful, and then turns the tide of the battle usually starts on the back foot. So HitMachine with the dwarfs, as I said, Benito with Mordor. Once again, two mines from HitMachine into the Hall of Warriors, which I think is which is how I always start with dwarfs. Really, I think it's the best. Benito has to get his has to put a plug in for 1.09. Obviously, 1.09, his life's work. He'd rather be playing that patch, but he's obviously he was insulted as a medium player on 1.06, and he was he's here to have a go. So HitMachine trying to go for a forward mine this time, which is something he hasn't done as dwarfs. On the other games as dwarfs, he was reluctant. He didn't seem to want to put a forward mine. This is close to breaking the rule. I've said keep to the left, keep to the one side of the map. I've insisted. So that's pushing the boundaries a little bit. So Benito yet to pick his 5-point power. I assume he will go land. There's the rally call from the dwarf. 2 units there. Interesting, I would try and fight these guys. I'd put my land on my fortress and then fight them, but Benito is thinking, well, I'm just going to go straight to your mine shaft to stop more stuff coming out at me, and perhaps that is the better logic. But for me, I like to I would have liked to have done this as soon as I saw those two. I would have done that, and then I would have started fighting them. But as I said, Benito preferring to stop the dwarfs coming out of that forward mine. Well, there's another one been thrown up. Regardless, another one's been thrown up, so they're going to be coming out of this one soon enough. The Nazgul coming out for Benito, the 1k hero, fast 1k hero, which is how I like to play. I like fast 1k heroes. Which sometimes can get me into trouble because it's not always. It can be difficult in certain matchups. But in this matchup, you need that debuff from the Nazgul. He's got it. He's level 2, so that's gonna debuff the dwarfs that are coming to him. So I don't think Benito has. He did take out that forward mine that was there, but that may well be the only resource building he's destroyed so far. Corsairs, they can't really fight other units until they've got their blades. When they're on land they can, when the opponents are debuffed. But even then, I don't think it's something you really want to be doing. Is Benito going to smash through that Guardian clump there? You know, you can see how he's been very good with the S keys. You know, he knows there's pikes around. He does not want to run through those pikes. So he's hitting the S key, you know, to make sure he doesn't go smashing straight through those pikes and losing the Nazgul. Losing the Nazgul would be really bad news. Like I say, Corsairs cannot, they simply cannot fight, you know, without the debuff. And even with the debuff, you know, it can be difficult. More Corsairs being produced. HitMachine doing the right thing. He needs to stop these Corsairs running riot, so he's gonna have to make battle wagons. No two ways about it. Benito throwing up an arrow tower on his fortress. Oh my goodness me. He's took one too many chances, that Nazgul, and he's paid the price. Now these Corsairs shouldn't be fighting. They should get the hell out of there, and they do so. See, that's the thing with the Nazgul. You have to risk it. You know, you have to play a risky game. But you know, a few mistakes, and there you go. Your Nazgul's gone. So, like I say, yeah, it's a difficult life for Mordor. This matchup is a difficult life for Mordor, but can Mordor survive long enough to get their blades, and to get Nazgul, even getting a Nazgul to level 6 for the Morgul blade to get a white onto the field, which will do huge damage. Benito deleting the farm, not letting him gain power points from it. You know, he needs to hit S. He needs to hit S on these Corsairs, stop them. So the Nazgul's back out. That is the one thing about the Nazgul, a very fast, you know, revive time, especially on level 1. So they've both got 5 power points. They've both accumulated 5 power points in these exchanges. You know, the fact that they've both got 5 power points dead each precisely, it makes me wonder if the PowerPoint system is meant to be, there's something there keeping it in balance, you know, as opposed to it just being down to purely how much each player has actually killed. I do wonder about that sometimes. If it's intentionally kept in balance by the game somehow. But two wagons now for HitMachine. As I said, I really do rate wagons if they're used well. If they're used well, they can be, you know, it took Drogoth. Well, Benito's seen enough, so that's it. That's a game to HitMachine.